Sir, are you ready, sir? We are going live now. Welcome to the State of the Nation on Aspheric TV. I am Dario Lujimo. In recent times, the agitation for breakaway of some ethnic groups in Nigeria have continued to take the center stage in the media. While some people insist that the country should break, others argue that separation is not the solution to the problem that we have in Nigeria right now. The question we have for today is Nigeria better divided or united? You can interact with us via this number 0099998117. Call in or send us SMS for your questions and contributions. Also, follow us on our social media handles, Facebook at Official Aspheric News, Instagram at aspheric.news. In a few minutes, we'll be linking up with our guest for today, Barrister Festus Keyamo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria and the Honorable Minister of State for Labor and Employment. Right now, we'll go on a quick break, and when we come back, we'll go to what we have for today.
Festus Keyamo is a Nigerian lawyer, a senior advocate of Nigeria, a critic, columnist and human rights activist. In April 2018, Keyamo was appointed as the Director of Strategic Communications, official spokesperson of the 2019 re-election bid of the President of Nigeria. He was appointed Minister of State for the Niger Delta Ministry and later Minister of State for Labor and Employment, the position he presently occupies. He has since been a politician. Is Nigeria better divided or united? With Barrister Festus Keyamo, Minister of State for Labor and Employment. Call in or send SMS on 0809 999 8117. Watch the interview live on Aspheric TV YouTube.
I can't hear you. Audio. Audio, I can't hear you. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can. Okay, all right. That's good. I don't know if you can hear me.
Go ahead. I can hear you.
Okay, good afternoon, Honorable Minister.
Good afternoon.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Oh, sorry, this afternoon. We're already in the afternoon.
Thank you too.
Okay, the name Festus Keyamo is synonymous with radicalism, frankness, and forthrightness. How do we reconcile these past characteristics from the present Keyamo, who is the cabinet member of a government under President Muhammad Buhari, a man with a military dictatorship background?
Your foundation of your question is wrong. When you say, how can you have these past attributes? So you cannot be blunt and frank in government? I'm asking you. You cannot be past Keyamo yesterday, same Keyamo today. And then you say,
so definitely, okay.
No, hold on. Serving under what? A man that was elected twice, by Nigerians with more than 50 million votes. Is that a dictator or a democratic government? A dictator government. So all those who served on for 8 years, who was a former military man, he ought not to have served him. I think some mindset, some narratives have gone too far for people not to have responded to those narratives, and that is wrong. It's wrong. A man elected twice. What is wrong in serving under that kind of government? Are you wiser than the 15 million people who voted for him twice?
So we still have the same Festus Keyamo.
What is the sign that there's a difference?
I'll go to my next question, sir. Can you please give a brief highlight of your achievements so far as the Minister of State for Labour and Employment?
Well, thank you so much. Transition from a private lawyer to a public servant, well, took some 2 weeks or few months for me to settle down on the job. I have my own clear-cut mandate given to me by Mr. President. I have 2 agencies that the President gave me to suit. And so far, so good. We have settled down to business. I'm also by Mr. with striking or the labor sector. And so, along with my colleague Chris, we take part in all negotiations involving the labor sector. And that is why jointly we have, over the last few months, despite all the avalanche protests and striking and requests, avalanche of requests, one thing or the other by industrial unions, we have tried to stabilize the ship.
Okay.
And of course, we continue with unions. In respect of labor, employment matters that I cater for, the National Director of Employment, which I supervise, we have various programs that we have rolled out in the last 2 years, half years, for Nigerians to benefit from. These programs are empowerment programs in different parts of Nigeria. The biggest so far being the social investment, the special public works program that is going on now across the country. We have kicked off. People are beginning to receive stipends, improving infrastructure country. In the next few days, we will begin to tutorials to Nigerians. We are media crews all over the country. In our media, we have pictures and videos of public works going on across the country, and we are beginning to bring them to Nigerians in the next few weeks. So that is going on. The special public work is going on. Various empowerment programs under that agency, they are going on.
Okay. Well, that's good news. Well, today hate is so glaring in our political landscape to the extent that it is reflecting in our outlook as a nation. This hate seems to have transited to centrifugal activities in some parts of the country, and now there are clamor for disintegration. In your view, what is responsible for this?
What is simply responsible for this is struggle for power and the struggle to enter. There is so much power concentrated at the center, power and so much is concentrated, and the question interest groups in the country and ethnic groups struggling to get attention of the center and struggling to the resources at the center, to control the resources at the center. That is the principal reason. There is no other reason. I think that is the major, one and only or major reason. It might, but that I think is the major thing. So once we get that right, how different groups and different sectors, we have a sense of belonging in partners to what is happening at the center, we would have resolved the tension.
Hello, sir.
Yes. Hear me?
Yeah, I didn't get that last part, sir.
I said the problem is struggle for control of resources at the center. The struggle to get attention of the center. Because there's so much money, so much resources, so much concentrated at the center. We can devise a means, a very unique means that is suitable for Nigerians and Nigeria alone, by which all the countries have a sense of belonging. The center, not as junior or junior partners, but as equal partners. Once we have that sense of belonging, the whole tension will come down.
Okay. Well, do you believe some of the agitators operating under the umbrella of ethnic groups have genuine concerns that need to be addressed? Some complain of
Yes,
the insecurity pervading Nigeria, nepotism, marginalization, and some situation whereby some sections of the country have been positioned to be superior to the other sections.
Some concerns are by propaganda over the years. Some concerns are genuine. So you have the major reasons, the major genuine reasons, and then you have a host of other reasons, albeit maybe wrong reasons. And what follows some of this at times is the wrong method to agitate for some of this. For instance, you can see amongst most of parts of this country, right, the southern part of this country, is the issue of fiscal federalism, full of our resources. Whether I'm not in government, I said it sometime in Port Harcourt, and I will repeat it again, that at the end of the day, all politics is local, and all interests are local. It is not out of the South region, only a bastard that will not issue of resource control. Somebody not born by far from that way. So we support it. Did that we have achieved it now, but we support it. But the means by which we can get it done is what we don't support. We don't agree on. The method by which many of our compatriots in the past adopted, where they started burning, killing, kidnapping, and all that, is not from where we want to now. So that means that modus operandi is wrong. So there are genuine concerns, but I think we should think for constitutional amendment, lobbying our compatriots in other parts of the country. I think we're in poor position, for instance, when we had a president of South extraction on the seat as president. We had a unique opportunity from his advantage position to lobby other groups to push for it. But lo and behold, he did not push for it. So we should also have ourselves to blame that we have not utilized all the avenues available to us for this thing to show that we have fiscal federalism or resource control to a large extent. Or we address some of these imbalances, both real and perceived, that people complain about. So you cannot sweep everything under the carpet. You cannot. It's just that, one, most of these other perceptions are wrong, and the method some of us in the South have adopted to achieve or press on some of these demands are wrong.
Okay. Well, some have said that the government needs to engage the youth in dialogue, call them for a meeting and reason together. In as much as the government at the point seek dialogue with bandits Boko Haram, they should also listen to the youth rather than arresting them or throwing tear gas at them during peaceful protests. What is your take on this? Do you think the government have done enough?
Well, I remember, for example, during the NCS, and I'm sure you were there too, government immediately from media reports, they were not organized enough to have a leadership to come forward talk with government. But even from media reports, government saw that it was the issue of they had a 5-point demand. What happened? Government immediately set up by all those who have been involved in one thing or the other, brutality against Nigerians. And then government extended a hand of fellowship to say, please organize your representatives forward. Let us understand what again you need so that you can even be part of the process of the change. You were part of that. You heard that from government. so that this type of government is not trying to reach out, that you say 1,000 times, people not believe it is true.
Hello, sir. We have a caller, so I would like to pick the call now. Hello, good afternoon. Can we know your name and where you're calling from?
My name is Alhaji Mustafa, calling from Kano.
Okay, Alhaji Mustafa, please can we get your question or contribution?
Okay. Good afternoon, Mr. Minister.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Mr. Minister.
Good afternoon, sir.
Let me go straight to the question. I want to ask the Honorable Minister his view regarding judicial reform. Because as it seems now, there are some abuses regarding fundamental human rights of people. For instance, the El Zakzaki, who has been in detention for years now, despite the court rulings regarding his freedom. So what is the view of the Honorable Minister regarding this? He is a lawyer, although he is not the Minister of Justice, but he is a lawyer. And as someone that is noted for frankness, a firebrand lawyer, before now, he should speak regarding this. Thank you.
Over to you, Honorable Minister.
But he talked generally about judicial reforms, and I think he mentioned the case of El Zakzaki. Am I right?
Yes, I heard that too.
Yes. Starting from the last question, I'm aware that the case of El Zakzaki, that the court refused bail. So that has not been implemented. The court refused bail. The court has the right to either appeal. It's not an issue of government. The court listens to lawyers, look at facts before them, and they make their decision. So protest about the fact they are bringing to Abuja. I think they should inform their supporters properly that government has no hand. In fact, it is even not the federal government that is prosecuting him and that is opposing bail. It has nothing to do with Abuja. So this whole thing about Abuja is wrong. The bail, it's an issue of court, and the court refused bail. Government at all. That should be clear. So of judicial reforms, we have said it over and over and over again. Even during my screening, I made my thoughts clear about the way I would want judicial reforms to go in terms of one, the speed of trials, how we can accelerate trials, both at, especially at the cost of case system, and secondly, how we can ensure that we organize the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court is right for organization. So to the extent that if we have its own Supreme Court, it's unacceptable that all cases all over the country are sent to Abuja, and if as final amendment going on and make proposals to that body, the NBA should be alive to its responsibility now. Cases on state 10, 15 years at the Supreme Court before they are decided. That is scandalous. Most of the cases at the Supreme Court, both land cases and traditional stool, disputes as to so many things, the course of action would have been destroyed before it gets to the Supreme Court. Now, in the process, they don't live to see the judgment of the Supreme Court. It's unacceptable.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. Well, to my next question, our topic for today's interview is Nigeria better together, united, or divided? Now,
we believe that the different components of Nigeria, they have their own unique features, they have their own ways, they have their own strengths, they have their weaknesses, and by the time we all bring our strengths to this, it makes Nigeria a greater nation. Most of the small nations, why is Nigeria? I mean, just ask why Nigeria is great in Africa. Just tell. The simple reason is because of our diversity. The smaller nations all over Africa, they cannot compete with Nigeria because they don't have the kind of that they have. The strength of Nigerian peoples, that's a clear thing. So great, our great brothers from the East, having their strength in terms of their summers, their pushfulness, their entrepreneurial skill and all that. You have our strength, the strength of the Yorubas above the West, in terms of their early education that they acquired before every other person, their open-heartedness. You can see how much people feel comfortable in places like Lagos, Southwest, relaxing. Nobody harasses them because they are very accommodating. You have our great brothers from the north who are extremely productive in terms of culture and in culture generally. You know, both agro and animal agriculture. I mean, animal production, rearing. So we have in the middle belt. You have a lot of farmers. All the yams in Nigeria and all those other things, they come from the middle belt. It's a big and great country, and the south, of course, you know, so strength in the south. Here we have most of the deposits of crude oil in Nigeria, and most of the, you know, deep tradition them in the south. We are diverse and the different things to the table. If you put all of this together in terms of natural resources, it makes Nigeria one big country. And you can see that all over Nigeria, there have been intermarriages. They have investments across borders. Most of the Igbos, they have investments. In most of the Northerners, like Dangote and Co, they have investments. Boa, Dangote, they have investments in the south. People like Mike Adenugas are the greatest, you know, businessmen. They have Glo all over Nigeria, and their investments are all over Nigeria. They have married across Nigerians too. Most Igbos are married to Northerners. Northerners are married to Southerners. You know, for we Niger Delta, we go around a lot. Niger Delta, South, they marry across a lot. They marry Yorubas, Hausas, and so we are so intermarried. In other words, what you have today, when you see one human being standing, is a complete Nigerian. Half this, half that. Half this, half that. So you want to divide Nigeria, you just divide both people with knife. Take one of their parts to this side, take one of this. Because you now have most of their cousins, most of them have cousins across the other part. If you want to divide Nigeria, and that will not be good at all. That will not. In fact, it will not even happen. They will not. No, it will not. It's almost impossible to divide Nigeria. Nigeria is so much better staying together. The only thing that's right, the only thing we need to get is this access to power and access to resources. The only problem. There's no other problem at all. There's no other problem. Igbo girls like Yoruba boys. Yoruba boys like Hausa girls. Hausa girls like Yoruba girls. And Yoruba boys. They have like Igbo boys. They marry themselves. They are both. They are giving birth to things. I am half Niger Delta, half Yoruba. My mother is Yoruba. So you want to say Niger Delta? I will not talk to my cousins in this again. I cannot reach them, but I need a visit to them. It's not possible. It's not just going to break. So Nigeria is so much bound together. And regarding this issue of access to power, I have said before that we should begin to think of it. We transfer ourselves. I made the point yesterday on the television that it may not be the final thought on my head, but something we shall begin to think about the issue of rotational presidency that happened during this constitutional conference in 1995, but we threw it away. But it's a big debate. Rotational presidency, we should think about it so that every single term of 6 or 5 years to all the regions. Very simple. So after the Yorubas, we go back to the Igbos. They do one term of single term, and you know, goes down like that. The next time is go around.
Honorable Minister, we have a caller now. Hello, can we know your name, please, and where you're calling from?
Good morning, my name is Lawal from Keyamo.
Okay, good to have you. Please, can you go straight to your question or contribution?
My contribution is Nigeria is better united than divided, despite our differences and problems, because we can't deny it. We all benefit from each other. We are mutually benefiting from each other. South cannot live without North. North cannot live without South. If we say we are divided, it is after the division that we know the impact. With the barrister. And sorry, I have to welcome the fact, if you are divided, you will not progress. Therefore, as we unite, the only thing we have to go into is to resolve our problem and move ahead. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Honorable Minister.
Yeah, so I was making the point that perhaps we should begin to think of things like so if, for example, you do one simple thing, you know, and the Northeast to do this, the next turn maybe the North Central, okay, North Central is the next turn Northeast. So when it comes to the Southeast this time around, and an Anambra man becomes president, by the time it circulates, goes down again, and next time it comes back to the Southeast, so Anambra, you are the one that took our slot the last time. Now, when you go produce.
Honorable Minister, we have another caller, sorry. Hello, good afternoon. Can we know your name and where you're calling from, please?
My name is Patrick. I'm from Abuja.
Okay, please, can you go straight to your question or your contribution?
Okay, my contribution is that I am from Delta State, and my wife is from the north. She's from Kaduna State. My businesses are in Kano. I have a power plant in Ajokuta. I have one in Kano going on currently, and I'm doing something in Meduguri town, housing estate. So I totally believe with the Honorable Minister to say that there's no way Nigeria can break. Imagine us now. I mean, I cannot talk to my wife's family from Kaduna State, or Nigeria breaks up my transactions in Ajokuta, my power plant in Ajokuta, my farm in Kebbi. I'm one of the biggest growers of rice farm in Nigeria. My farm in Kebbi State, or the power plant in Chiga, will now go. So we totally believe in this country and oneness, that the country has been stronger in this administration than even the rest. People are not seeing the infrastructure development because there's so much money for them to loot any longer. So we believe in one Nigeria. We believe in the drive of this administration. We believe in the drive of what the Honorable Minister is saying. That there's no way. I know the Honorable Minister very well. The mother is from the West. The father is from Delta State. Just like I am from Delta. My wife is from Kaduna State. My wife is an integral member of the Hospital Advisor to the President of the Rule of Law. So will there be problem in my house today because the Northern is ruling and is taking us? Look at the infrastructure development in the Southwest and Northeast. Look at the project they are commissioning on daily basis. Look at the AKK project taking it from Ajokuta to Kano on the gas pipeline. Where is the oil going to come from? Is it not from Delta State going to Kano to supply to our power plant? So I totally believe in this administration and I believe in the Honorable Minister. And we should thank them for the good job they are doing, and may God strengthen them and let them finish strong in Jesus' name. Thank you.
Amen. Honorable Minister, I don't know if you got that.
Yes, I got that. You see, people times they make this issue of not business, not business. I just want to be honest. Appeal to base sentiment. They use it to raise money to take care of themselves and their family. They have not sat down to think of the issue of what they are saying. The last time, have we even sat down to think of how we are going to buy the kind of assets we have across the jointly owned by different state governments, jointly owned regions. You know, look at the president needed to start a railway.
Shall we have another caller? Sorry to interrupt. Hello, good afternoon. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Mr. Felix Alfred. I'm calling from Rivers State.
Okay, Mr. Philip Alfred, please can you go straight to your question or your contribution?
My question really is that I want to find out from the barrister why he said that it is practically impossible to divide Nigeria. Because going by his truth, he is speaking from one side of his mouth. So I would want more explanation from this guy.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay, it wants more
Over to you, sir.
One explanation I'll give is this. When it to brass tacks, when it comes down to making a final decision, more people will oppose it than support points I've made. Because of the intermarriages, causes, different benefits with them. It is not the loudest. I want to repeat. It's not the loudest that is the majority.
Okay.
These have access to the media and they shout from the rooftops and they gather some people at the same region. They are one group or the other, either the southwest or the south side. People are just silent. They are silent. So long as, and my view has always been that they should allow them air their opinion, because look, it's the minority to have a say. So much in support of the fact that if somebody does not carry arms, that you now start going after him because the person is preaching right to self-determination or frustration. The person can keep talking in the radio, and if people will counter the argument against them. But the moment you start burning police stations, burning INEC offices, and all that, I'm should be ready to, hear the language you understand. When the government comes after you, you should be prepared to do that. But we should allow them. People should agitate peacefully. It's like an intellectual battle. They agitate, some people will oppose, some people will argue and debate about it. But let me tell you this. The number of people have interest cutting across the country now. They are just silent and waiting and watching. If it comes to brass tacks, they will all team up and want to break Nigeria. They will hit the ordinary people who benefit from one Nigeria. They will do it. I cannot. So they will do that. It is almost practically impossible. Mark my word, it is not practically impossible to do so.
So how do you think we can cause peace to reign in Nigeria?
I said it before. Causing trouble and people want access to power. But we need to address that. I also want that business. And I've made the point eloquently. We should begin to devise a means, physically, whereby we can all have asset center. If we can all do resource control and make sure that we do the structure.
Sir, we have a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
I believe this program, your interview with Festus Keyamo, is over now.
No, we are still live.
Oh, is it still live?
Yes. Can we know your name and where you're calling from?
Yeah. Yeah, this is Henry Omori. I'm calling from England.
Okay, please, can you go straight to your question or your contribution?
Yes, you see, the problem with those in government is that they fail to realize that those clamoring for secession or clamoring for the breakup, there are reasons, underlying reasons why they are clamoring. And these reasons were specifically actually addressed by Festus Keyamo himself when he was in the Senate. He highlighted the major reforms, especially in the judiciary. He should ask himself now, the point we are now in Nigeria, are those reforms have been made? So you should not be condemning people who their cries for secession or their cries for the breakup of Nigeria when you are failing to even restructure some key institutions that will deliver on services and programs. So we should see issues beyond our abilities for nationalism. What is nationalism? Nationalism in itself. Nationalism is about upholding values that actually guarantees our unity. What are those values? Are they being guaranteed by this government or past government? No. This is the reason why people are screaming. This is the reason why people are shouting. If you don't sit down and identify that you need public sector reforms, you need judicial reforms, you need very serious political reforms, then you are just dancing around the issue. And then you are the anger of Nigeria that will finally consume subsequent government. That's my 2 cents.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Honorable Minister.
You see, like I said, it's important that we properly guide Nigeria. These narratives that they repeat over and over and over. And people now think that this is when you say government addressed, the government addressed, the president is not a dictator that honestly can address these fears by fiat. These fears are must be addressed through constitutional amendment. And so the constitutional amendment is going is an opportunity for you now talking and myself to go there and say, look, these are the things we must amend now so that tension will come down. I just made my own suggestion. The suggestion I made is that we cannot agree on fiscal federalism. You know, the North and South, they are always at loggerheads when it comes to 13%, 30%, 40% derivation and all that. They don't agree to resource control. I said, okay, let us think of rotational presidency. It's a suggestion. I said it's not the final thought in my head, but it's something we can put on the table. This argument has been on for more than 20 years, from time of Abacha. If you remember, in the 1995 Constitutional Conference was a big issue that attracted headlines across the country, you know, the rotational presidency. Abacha mooted the idea. He wanted to put in the constitution. This issue has been on for long. So, I don't know, like, PDP will come and tell you that we want resource control, we want restructuring, we want restructuring. Now, they were there for 16 years. They never talked about it. They never made any move. Rather, they were thinking of top 10 but instead of them to really amend that time to switch. And they were rather amend the constitution to just and now appeal to base sentiment. It was during Obasanjo, during their time too, that they locked up all separately leaders. They locked up Gani Adams, they locked up Ralph Wazirike, they locked up they locked up the Hizb. They picked all the separate leaders from all and locked them up. Barr has not done that. Barr has left all the boys in the Southwest now crying. South, they left them, they are all talking. Except the ones who want to be violent, the president has decided to do them. So, they have been there. Just now go to a constitutional amendment. You are not saying, has this government addressed it? What you mean is that Barr is pick up his Bible. Now, I want to address it and I declare as well. There's a process going on now to amend it. Let us go there, amend it. When it comes to the president to sign, at the end of the day, if he's convinced that Nigerians is the popular views of Nigeria, he will sign. That this is what Nigerians. But talk to your state governor. You talking there now, my brother. Talk to your state governor that because the House of Assembly of that state will be. You need 2/3 of members of 2/3 of all the House of Assembly of all the states. So everybody don't do that. You concentrate on your state government. That when this clause comes, tell your house to sign. You in Sokoto, Sarawa, in Kebbi, in Imo, start talking to your state. It's not Buhari. It is your House of Assembly that will be part of that concern. It's not one person at the center.
So, Honorable Minister, do you or do you not subscribe to calls for restructuring? For example, sir, fiscal restructuring, devolution of power from the center to the states and state police.
I told you that it's only a bastard of the South that was fiscal federalism. It's only a bastard. I told you that. And I'm not a bastard. My father is a freeborn of Uwe, of Delta State. And so I support it with my people. Fiscal federalism. I do. But then, when you don't have majority, I make the point that for you to push through, you need majority of members of all the states. Of the federation, you need majority of the other brothers of other parts of the country to know our brothers. To convince them, you have to talk to them. Give them something in return. Let's negotiate. Perhaps we can look at rotational presidency. I made that point. So it's that, but I will not go and say to go and burn and kill and kill policemen because I want fiscal federalism. I will not do it.
Are you still there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Okay, we have another caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am. Yes. Can we know your name, please, and where you're calling from? Good afternoon, ma'am. Can we know your name and where you're calling from? I can hear you. Good afternoon. Okay, I think it's from my side. Honorable Minister, are you still here?
I can hear you. So go ahead.
Hello, sir. Okay, sir, we cannot end this interview without touching the area which is within your purview, labor and industrial relations. Are you happy with the situation of Nigerian workers? The constant strike actions by different workforce from ASUP to doctors, judiciary workers and others. Are you happy with the situation of Nigerian workers?
No, I'm not happy at all. I'm not happy with the wage. I'm not happy with their condition. I wish we could pay more. I would raise the bar when it comes to taking care of Nigerian workers. Nigerian workers are some of the most resilient in the bank, and I salute them. They're one of the most resilient if you understand the level of the type of stipends they get, not even salaries, like stipends they get, and the kind of responsibility they take care of back home. Then you know that miracle that the Nigerian worker is still on his feet today. It's a big miracle. I don't know how it happened. So we had more money as a country. It was also easy for me on the street to say, just raise their money, go and use a biro and just raise it as you like. Being in government, clear about the cost of Nigeria and what is available in terms of our income, and even the fact that we are borrowing to even fund infrastructure. I now know that it's not as easy as that, but we must do it. We'll find a way to cut down on overheads in government and push those monies to the workers. We must find a way to reduce the bureaucracy in government. We must find a way to save money and push that to the worker. But something has to be done about the state.
But what about the problem of casual workers, mostly in the banking, telecoms, and many other industries? As a labor minister, how would you suggest this problem to be tackled? Any policy framework on this issue?
Yes, the head and the chairman of the committee on normalization of workers. So luckily you are talking to the right person. We actually were starting off efforts just before the pandemic. We gathered in Lagos. We met most of the union banks, because this thing happens a lot in oil industry and the banks. So I have been made the chairman by the federal government to look at the issue of that. So the policy framework is the way. We're about to start sitting now. Like the pandemic stopped for a long time, for more than a year. But we're about to resume very soon.
Now to a bit of politics. What are your plans for 2023? Would you vie for the gubernatorial seat in your state, Delta?
I have plans for tomorrow because I'm not God. After tomorrow, I have plans for Monday. After Monday, I have plans for Monday.
So you don't have plans for 2023?
I'm just making pray that God make me survive to the next day, and on and on.
Amen.
And God tells me that I never plan to be. I only plan to as a state. I loved my skill, but here they snatched me with this. Snatched me with thought that I like talking. You know, I like talking. Look at my plan talking. I like arguing. But they snatched me and brought me. I don't know where they will snatch me to again tomorrow. Where God is not.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for giving us the privilege to have this time with you. Hope to have more of you on the State of the Nation on Aspheric TV.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. And thank you so much, viewers, for staying with us. Thank you for your calls. Thank you for your questions and contributions. I remain Dayo Olujumo, and I'll ask you this question, and you answer it yourself. Is Nigeria better divided or united? Well, thank you for staying with us. This is the State of the Nation on Aspheric TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles. Thank you.